Please describe your job title and primary duties.
Okay, so it was my first job. So my job title, I was a cashier, and I also did a little bit of the handling of the food.
How would you describe the application and interview process?
Well, there was a informal interview the moment I walked in and asked if they were hiring, and then they said they will call me if they were interested. And a couple of weeks later, I got a phone call. I went in for a more formal interview, and we were only halfway through it, and she was like, "Do you want the job?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I want it," and that was it.
What questions did the interviewer ask during the job interview?
Well, they asked me if I ever worked in restaurant service before. I said no. And then they asked me if I was old enough and if I was legal to work in Canada. And at the time I was 15, and I was like, yeah, I'm old enough. And she asked me if I ever worked with customers at all. I told her yes, because I used to babysit a little bit back then. And then she asked me if I was comfortable working around like the oil in the fries fryer and whatever, and I said I had no problem with that. And then she asked me a couple of personal questions, like if I was ever convicted of a crime or if I ever had problems working with a team and stuff like that. I said no, and then she asked me when I wanted to start, and I said immediately. And then yeah, that was it.
What other advice would you give to a job seeker looking to get employment?
Well, I would tell them that if they just be themselves and if they go in with a bubbly personality and ready to work with customers and do that type of stuff, then they should just go for it and do that.